There it is. From a pin. There it is. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go do some dirt oval racing next Saturday. I haven't really touched this car. I moved my fan, my motor fan. I glued it back down here to the chassis. I changed some gearing, and that's all I've really done since the last race. It was awesome. So I am going to be messing around. I'm messing around with the gearing a little bit. It's not going to be as cold this time, so we will definitely be watching the motor temps a little closer. And what I want to do, what I'm doing right now, is I never wrote down my setup. I had my buddy Dick Reese go over the car before I threw it out there. He tweaked a couple things, and I never wrote it down. So I'm basically going to blueprint the setup on it, get it written down, and then I kind of know where I'm at for Saturday. I don't really know I got scales, and I don't really know too much about weight, cross weight and whatnot, but toe, camber, ride height, that kind of stuff I can get that pretty much set up. So I'm just curious here. I'm going to use my 720 spin. I did a little custom made box there. This is a really great setup system. Rotoron sells these. I got the full kit. I got the front kit, and then I also got the setup gauges, and I also got the rear wheels just because I didn't really need them. You can use the front ones on the back, but I figured I'd get them all and get a nice setup, so I don't have to mess around too much. And I went and picked up over at the hardware store these M4 wing nuts, so that makes it real nice. You don't have to mess with your wheel nuts. You can leave those off. These are very cheap. I went down and dirty on these, so also did a couple little tricks on this setup system, kind of make it a little bit nicer for me. I might have to take that front nose piece off. We'll see. Haven't used it on the dirt oval car yet. So 13.5 Sprint, Associated based Elite RC conversion kit. Let's see here. I'm gonna go 1 degree toe. Oh yeah, it fits right under that wing. So I don't even know where I'm at on my toe here. Yep, he's off. What's really nice about this system is there's no guessing. I guess the only guessing is which way to turn the turnbuckle. You basically just keep tweaking it until it's flush. You are done. You've got your toe however you want it. 0, 1, 2, or 3. I'm setting up for 1 degree toe. It's pretty close right there. Yep. So that was that. So now what I want to do is I'm going to check, see where I'm at on my camber. Let's see. So So the front toe is the same. The rear toe is a lot different. Let me get the front done here. And for this one, I'll see where we're at here. I'll use I'm actually going to use a little trick. I even changed my whole equipment setup for dirt oval racing because it's dirty. So I got cases, hard boxes. I guess so. My trick is on the J Concepts camber gauge, I'll tighten it up just enough where it'll move freely. And then what I can do is I just see where it's at, see where the car is at. I'll basically slide it over, check in, I'll know where we're at on the camber. So left front is at 1.5, and that's negative. And this is going to be seems like a lot, but it's dirt oval, so maybe it is a lot. No, that's at -6. To me, that's way off. But I know what to do. So the rear, currently the right rear is at 0.5, negative. That right front, something's jacked with that. That's way too much camber. I don't know. The car was hooked up, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. And I'll tighten it up after I find it, then I can read it. Oh, negative 0.5 as well. Now this doesn't mean this is going to be my setup, but this is just what setup's on there. So I'll know after I'm going to ask more questions because I'm still learning this whole thing, but I am going to ask that question. I think this number's off. So that's that for the setup. Keep those wheel nuts out and put those on my daughter's car. Yep, it's a great little kit, 720 spin. And Rotoron, I think all in all, that thing's about 60, 75 bucks, something like that. So for my rear toe on the arm, I am going to write down what I got it set at, because I know I got 1 degree toe on the pills, and I'm adjusted out. Let's see, that is 0, 2, 4, and 2. So I am at 5. And that's 4 on the arm. And my right rear, I'm at 3 total. And that's 2 on the arm. This is toe. I gotta clean my notes up, but yep, that's the nice thing about these. You have adjustable toe, so you're not changing out your pills. And so really quick adjustments. You basically back out 2 screws. You have a little thumb wheel here, and that cranks that arm to whatever setting you need. And you know, I never really had any hard crashes or anything, but I'll definitely check. My pills feel great. No slot back there. My shocks, I basically just put a dirt setup on there, and I got the stiffest springs. And like I said, this car, I was fully pinned all the way around, so I want a little more speed out of it. And so I geared it up a little bit, went down on the spur. I've got the older Hobby Wing XR10 Pro in here. And the Hobby Wing G3 13.5. Supposed to be getting some new gear from Hobby Wing, so if that shows up this week, I'll swap it in here. But if not, I'm gonna leave it exactly like this. And it worked great. I had a good time. But yeah, pretty much this car is ready to roll at all times. So my next few races will be dirt oval. I can't make it to the carpet track just because of schedule, family stuff, volleyball. But I am going to carpet race in March down at PDX Underground RC. They're having the Hobby Wing handout race, which is a spec class. Everybody's gonna get the same motor, non-timing motors, and we're all gonna race. Ryan Cavalieri will be there, and they are making an invite class, so thankfully I won't be racing against people like him, because that would not end well in my favor. Not that I'm gonna be any threat any other way, but I mean, I don't really feel like getting lapped, 10 times by Ryan Cavalieri. So, I mean, it'd be an honor. I'll get up there when he's practicing. How about that? But I've stood next to those guys before, and it's awesome watching their lines when you're out there plunking around in your car. There. My first attempt of a sprint car body. I went with as many stickers as I can get, and what I had in my box, my old school trademark fluorescent yellow. And what's the drink choice? Hey, what's up, Travis? My new favorite follower. I'm into these Ghost sour green apples. They're super good. I do 0 sugar. I'm on a 0 sugar lifestyle, 0 carb lifestyle, and I find I need a little kick of energy in the afternoon. So I could drink coffee, but those things are pretty dang good. Yep, I'm on the 0 calorie Ghost, or in 0 everything Ghost, but those things are really good. I was on the Bangs there for a while, but I really don't like the taste of those, and they're getting harder to find now. I think Bang's going out of business. They need the sugar-free energy drinks, one a day, maybe not every day, but these afternoons, good, and they just taste super good. So that one's pretty much done. I gotta check that setup with my buddy, but I'm the kind of guy that'll just show up and throw it on someone's pit table and tell them to fix my car. And my daughter's car, well, I gotta get her transponder out of there. Also gotta do new wheel dots, but this is my daughter's. No, I'll have to try that. I've seen that brand, that Alani. Fact, I want to say the Costco. There's a business Costco I go to, and I think they have that brand there. I'll try that next time. But yeah, that sounds really good too. I don't really like. I never really liked sour apple, but I figured I'd try every flavor of these drinks, and man, it is good. This is my daughter's car. It's a B6.3. My good buddy gave it to us, West Briscoe, and it is phenomenal. It's nicer than my car. It's got the Revolution design chassis on it, so it's got some cutouts for low CG. But I was going to build her a car out of my spare parts. He said, screw that, I have a car pretty much ready to go, and sent it to us. And then I ended up, the money I was going to spend on the new car, I bought her a new radio. So she's got the Flyski Noble NB4, which is awesome. So as soon as I got this car kind of put together, my good buddy Art, RC Speed Secrets, had just came out with the pink hardware, so he sent me all the pink shims, nuts, stuff like that. And then a couple weeks later, he sent her a full titanium turnbuckle kit and pink wheel nuts. And it's funny, I got a random package in the mail the day before her birthday, and his pink earrings. Her ears aren't pierced anymore, they closed up, but I will wear these when I'm at the track because I love my girl. I love watching girls in general out there racing. I support the whole Drive Like a Girl program, and yeah, so I'll be wearing those. I need to get her transponder out there because her carpet card's ready to go for her novice carpet ride. But I got gear for all the cars except for transponders. Transponders, man, they are still expensive, and I run the old school A and B ones because they still work. And those are things, if you can get ones for a good deal, buy it, because you can resell them. They're always for sale, and they're always the same price. They don't depreciate too much. Yeah, Revolution design chassis. So it's for the B6.3. I don't think they have one for the 4. You can't really see it because obviously I got the chassis protector on there, but it does have cutout, so the motor sits lower, and it's got a cutout so the battery sits a little bit lower. I think it's just milled. The way that the chassis is milled, it's just a little bit lower. They're still on their website, I believe. But yeah, I wasn't too familiar with it because I never really ran an aftermarket chassis. But my buddy Wes built up a stock car, just to try out stock, and he switched brands. He switched over to X-Ray, and he's like, dude, take this car, I'll never use it. I'd rather see someone use it instead of him trying to deal with selling it. He hooked us up, and what I did, novice tip, anybody got novice riders, you want to get that battery in there. My son would blow batteries out with just standard straps, so I got a little combo J Concepts shell racing thing, and that thing is locked in there. That battery's not moving or coming out. I charge it in the car. Obviously a lot of people don't like stuff like that, but I've never had an issue, so I could pull it out of there. It's just a couple extra screws. Oh, okay. I'll send you. I got some better pics. I think if you go back on my Instagram, I got the pics of it on there. Yeah, man, I love this car. It's just solid. I was kind of thinking I can almost run a second class with it if she's not with me, but she's usually with me. She wasn't with me last time because her best friend had a birthday party and they went and got pedicures, so I can't compete with that. So her dirt oval car, this was our first attempt at dirt oval, the SR10. And box stock. So we run a box stock class up at Creekside, and we went up and we shared cars. So she ran in rookie, I ran it in SR10 class, and you know, of course, I had to swap wheels and get my body on there so it looked cool. But yeah, that was a handful. That was a long day. But man, we had one of the best times ever there. So I was going to clean this up a little bit. Not that it's going to stay clean, because that's what dirt oval's all about, but got a leaky shock there. Yeah, I'm going to have to rebuild that shock. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Get my setup board all dirty. This thing's one thing about dirt oval cars, they're dirty. Especially used to running on carpet. It's been a while since we ran on dirt. And I don't want to mess up my... Yeah, we can't do too much of these things to stay in class rules, so it's pretty much right out of the box is how we run them. And it goes all right once you get the driving part of it down. It's all about the finger. All right, let me know when you're back, buddy. I can tell you all about the loaner cars. That's that. That's nothing pretty. Making some dinner?
Yeah.
I'll be in a minute. I was just cleaning some stuff up. That's my queen there. check my excuse me. Weight. I'd go to the notes, see where I'm at. To use my new pit growler. I'll take some pictures of that. Yeah, this front one's leaking. Front left one. A little brushy brush on the leaky shock here. No reason to work on dirty shock. Oh, look at that. So now, paper towel. Nice thing about this pit growler, it's got this basket with a fine mesh screen in it. It can hold a lot of oil, and just like that. Sure, you can dump it in the garbage can. You can dump it in an old soda can. But like I said on one of my Instagram lives, to me it's a lot more respectful, especially to a track owner, when they see something like that on your pit table, and know that that shock oil and whatever crap else you dump in there is not going to go in their garbage can, not going to have the potential of spilling, you know. So that's kind of a whole reason behind that. And then you can take that down to your oil recycling place and dump it in their bin. And you know, for a brief minute, you're trying to do something better for the old Mother Earth. So clean these up since I got them apart. I'm going to rebuild that front left. That's the side of the car that gets whacked more than any. So that's going to be my professional, non-professional opinion on why that shock's leaking. A little bio wash, stuff's great, smells great. And I'm getting a couple pictures here. That's what I do. Got to do some shout outs here. There we go. We'll get back on the YouTube here and see what's happening. Still just me and Travis when he comes back on there. That's okay. Perfectly fine. Man, I wish we can change these shocks out to some factory team ones, but it's just not the rules, so. Well, hey, Logue.
Hi.
What you doing there, little boba?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little extra step here. Make sure that O-rings. You gotta treat this like a novice ride, so got some old school green slime there. Might add too much shock, or too much oil in that shock too. It's been a while since I've built shocks with no bleeder caps. Even the new Element came out with bleeder caps for their shocks too, so we're fully bleeder capping it. Put that up. Let me see if I can try something here. There it is. Let's try to go live on Instagram as well. Why not? Oops. We're just gonna set this one. Oh, look at that, I'm live. Flip my camera around. at that. Double live. Unplanned. Yes. I'm on my YouTube as well, so I've been messing with my YouTube live. What's up, man? How are you? How's that little kid? I saw it was his birthday last month. My guy in the cowboy hat. I'm just messing around out here. Getting ready for some dirt oval racing. Stuff got changed around on me, so that's what we're doing next. So I had to get the cars ready, and I figured why not go live. I've been trying to really get going on my YouTube channel, so I'm live on that as well. I like that setup they got over there. I can use my GoPro so I can get a better camera. I'm just out here messing around, man. I was talking about my daughter's car a little bit earlier. I was talking about some bling. Art sent us some earrings, but her ears are closed, so I'll be rocking those pink ones. I talked about her pink buggy. Art sent us a bunch of titanium stuff for that, man. That guy blows my mind. I'll just get a package every now and then, and it's more stuff for her car. So she's officially taken care of by Art and RC Speed Secrets. I can tell you that right now. But we were just talking dirt oval. I was going through my sprint car, getting the setup off that sprint car and writing it down, because I had my buddy go through it there right before I threw it on the track, and I didn't touch it all day last time out. So I wanted to write down what he did. And there's some weird numbers on there, so I gotta shoot him a message later, chat him up. But I'm just cleaning, hanging out, trying to make sure that I can, when I do go live, I can continue to do that. A lot of technical, trying different things. So I got old phones, I got new phones. Trying not to use my laptop. I'm finding I just really don't need my laptop for too much, but it is nice to use it for monitoring. I'm just trying to kill it, man. That's all I'm doing. Cleaning some stuff up. I don't really do too much setup on that SR10. I got it to where it works, so looks like my YouTube. Let me see. We'll go on YouTube on this. Let's try something here. No, we're still good. Just checking some things, messing around. I want to start doing YouTube Hangouts. Get some buddies when they're on their bench and working on stuff. We can kind of do a little hangout, like a virtual wrench bench sessions. So I'm working on some of those things too with RC Raceworx. If you guys don't follow Dennis, just a little shameless plug here. Where's this camera at? Boom. The pit growler. New little thing he was working on. Another team member. There we go. It's basically just a nice, it's got a nice, I showed it earlier, but it's got a fine mesh screen in the bottom. Dump all your old shock fluid in there, diff fluid, stuff like that. Seals up nice so you can take it somewhere and dump it out responsibly, not just in the garbage can at the track or on the ground. Well, bubble free in 23, and building shocks without bleeder caps. I'm pretty old, feels pretty old school, but that is the rule of the class. You can't change out anything like that. So you got to run these RTR shocks. So I foresee a lot of a lot of rebuilds, especially for the novice ride. So that front left one's just going to get beat. We go for 0 rebound. We want dead shocks. There we go. The RTR. Green slime action coming out, which is good. Ooh, there's way too much oil in that. I can't even push it down. That is too much oil. See where we're at now. A little bit too much still. I don't like any rebound. Get on my YouTube up there. Still got too much oil in there. See what happens here now. Probably took too much out. Almost there. Nope. I don't like it. I don't like it. I still got a lot of rebound in this thing. Let me check this other one. Let's compare. That's what you want. That's what I want. I want it completely dead shock. This one, a little rebound in there. Yes, this one does have oil in it. That one didn't leak. This is front left one. Oh, there's a big old air bubble came out right there, so that was probably it. Nope. I'm gonna check something here. Oh, she's full of air again. Full of air. Yeah, I don't like non-bleeder cap shocks. Kind of be cool, I think, if they ran a the SR10 class, but a hop-up class, so you can run it, I guess call it I guess a mod and a spec. Do like an Outlaw SR10 or something where you can change up some stuff. Because I'd go full factory team. Hop-ups on it. But there's other classes. There's so many classes in dirt ovals, just like other forms of racing. Just a lot of classes. To try to make everyone happy, but that's never going to happen. So can't even change the springs out on this dang thing. So I'd put a stiffy in the front right. I think that would help out a lot. So that shock is good. This is my front right. I know that because it has the extra thick spacer in it. Because that's about all you can do. That's about all you can do on that one. Let's try this again. If I remember, I fill it up just so there's a little crown on it. Get that started. Push it down, let that bleed out. Let's see what's up here in a second. One thing I find on these shocks is getting that cap down all the way. It feels like it's seated, but a lot of times it takes a couple extra turns on it. Just like that. As soon as I said that, I noticed I didn't crank it down all the way. Well, too much oil in there, so that's should be about right. And I can burp it out, and we should have a dead shock. Key is not to let any air in there. Forget the oil. Ah, that's closer there. That is closer there. And these shocks are a pain in the butt. I'm going to hold it down there, let it purge out a little bit. I'm just checking my feeds. Got some YouTube. Got some Instagram. No Facebook today. And the nice thing about these is you don't have to watch them, but I appreciate when you do. And this shock is going to be the end of me, I think. Doing my damnedest to bleed the RTR shock. That's what I'm doing right now. couple people watching. Not too many. That's okay. I wouldn't watch really either if one guy's just here talking to himself, avoiding his dinner duties. It looks like the wife's making some soup, so that'll be good. And I don't think I can take any more oil out of that shock. Maybe I should run no oil. That's how you get a dead shock, no oil. We're gonna call that good. That's as dead as she's gonna get today, folks. Gotta use these clips. Gotta use this spring retainer. RTR spring. RTR spring cup. And it's better than it was. It ain't leaking. It's not leaking. It's going to make some overlaps. All my oil is safely in the bottom of my pit growler. So that's a great thing, and I can seal that up for next time. So it actually will travel nice. That stays on the bench. Factory team. These are the new big ones too, 4 ounces. That's a lot of shock oil, which is good. I kind of wish they had their diff oils in that, excuse me, bigger size as well. I asked for it, but that doesn't mean it's ever going to happen. I asked for a lot of things. I like to give them my input on what they need, or what we want. Especially, I want big hats back. I want fabric, cloth, whatever you want to say there, element banners, and pretty much that's it for now. Simple request. Working on your dirt oval car. What are you doing? Avoiding your dad. Great. Great, grand, wonderful. I'm not gonna waste too much time scrubbing this thing. Oh, did I just knock over this reading motor? The 17.5. The RC speaker, it's bling on there. I did buy a reading motor, but that's when I was waiting for my Hobby Wing stuff to come in. I have all Hobby Wing stuff, and I had a motor go super flat on me, so I threw a reedy in my cart and ended up buying one, and I blinked it out, and that's a pretty good motor. Those reedy motors are not bad at all. But I took it out of my buggy because the next race I go to will be a handout spec race down at PDX down in Portland. PDX Underground RC is doing the first, what he believes, the first spec nationals where everybody's going to have the same motor. The fixed timing Hobby Wing motors, 4 classes. They're having a 17.5 buggy, 13.5 4-wheel, 13.5 truck, and 13.5 short course. He did announce they are going to do an invite class because Cavalieri's coming. They're going to have all the fast local pros there, and they're going to be running an invite class, so that's pretty good. That'll separate a little bit because obviously driving style is going to be a huge factor with a fixed timing motor. And it's going to be fun to watch to see what those guys can do on that motor. Anytime I see a pro driving stock, like they have down at OCRC, they had the Stock Nationals, and those weren't handout motors, but seeing what those fast guys do with a slower motor, it's pretty impressive. Charlie from Hobby Wing is going to come up, so I'm going. I don't know if I'd go if he wasn't coming up. It's a busy month for me that in March. I'll go to Vegas the first weekend, and I'm going to Spokane the last weekend for Spokane's in eastern Washington over by Idaho for my daughter's volleyball. But so basically I'm throwing another weekend in there, do some hobby stuff. So it'll be busy. 3 weekends of hoteling it. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one good. I can't really, I don't really want to rip it all apart. There's no really need to do that because it's gonna get dirty again. Let's see who's on here. Shock, he's on there still. I can't, it doesn't show me. Oh, that phone, I'm using my old work phone. Yo. Yep, I can see the comments there, Pablo. I just hopped on as well. This is unplanned. I was coming out to do some prep work on my oval stuff because we're going to go race oval next weekend. And I had to grab a transponder out of my daughter's buggy. Just doing a little wipe down of things. I found a blown out shock and fixed that. I got a blueprint of my Sprint car, because I never wrote down the setup on that after it got tweaked. That's it. I'm just hanging out. Still messing with YouTube. RC Amigos is over on my YouTube channel, and RC Amigos is worth a follow on Instagram. He's awesome. Lots of content. Really pushing his YouTube right now. I just noticed this ESC is not on here anymore, so we might want to fix that as well. I got a little dirty. I got a little blown out there. So the other thing with this class, you can either run the stock RTR Reedy servo, or excuse me, Reedy ESC. I don't even know what this thing is. Oh, the SC600 comes with the ready to run stuff. Or, which I'm waiting on, is the Hobby Wing Just Stock. You can upgrade to that. So I'm going to be popping that in here. I have those in all my kids' cars. I actually ran one on my on-road car for a budget-friendly speedo. They're nice. A lot more adjustments on them. That's really the key. And so yeah, if this one ever goes kaput, I will be popping the Hobby Wing in here more than likely. I do have another one of these though, but I heard about they're over there in Spokane. I'm gonna go. I got the I'm on my GoPro 8. I think there's only a few you can do it on. I just like it because you can get the bigger camera angle. I tried doing it with my laptop, but it's just for Facebook. It's just, I don't know. There's something going on there. It's privacy and network and all that crap, but it works great off the phone. I just need to get a normal webcam for my laptop so I can do all three. Yeah, I might, it's just going to be me and my girls over in Spokane because my wife can't go. And because my son's going down to California for a band, school band, spring break. So she's got to see him off, and it's on a Sunday. But I might, I'm not gonna take. I might take an Element truck, but I might go check out some that track. There's another one over there in Hayden, Idaho too, big one. They're getting a big. They're doing some outdoor stuff over there too. And where is my heat gun? Yeah, I'm just talking again. Weird. Oh, I got a big old stack of hobby in here too. Might as well get this in the shop. Got me a Hobby Wing box a couple weeks ago. I got a couple Fusion Pros, another 1080, which are awesome. And I got a Max 10 combo. So I got a couple of these Fusions. I already put one on my new build. That's almost ready for paint. I'm gonna put the other Fusion. I think I'm gonna put that in my daughter's pink Ecto. Give her a little Hobby Wing smoothness. So my my go-to sticky tape is Gorilla. I want to say it's the 10-pound. That Gorilla tape at Home Depot. It's cheaper. It works awesome. And it's just another one of those RC things you can sneak in your normal run to Home Depot or the grocery store or Amazon cart. I'm working on Linktree right now for my Instagram. So I'm gonna have it where I'll have a link tree, and then you can click on it, and I'm gonna have I don't know, just some fun things on there. I want to have a Amazon. You could do like an Amazon recommended product situation, and I'm gonna put in basically all the non-RC stuff that you can use for RC that I use. I've had some questions on bins and different things, so I'm gonna have that. Just another way to share content. What's up? They're not out here. Lauren poked her head out, and then is Kinsey leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell her I said bye. My daughter had a buddy over today. Oh yeah, dropping pounds. You want to talk about weight, dude? I think I'm down about 45 pounds. I did hardcore keto starting Labor Day weekend. I started that with all the fat and protein and all that. I did that pretty heavy for about 30 days, 45 days, and then I kind of backed off all the extra fat, you know, because I was adding butter to meat and hamburger. I was, you know, ground hamburger and a bunch of butter, and I mean, it really helped out. But basically now I'm living the no sugar, no carb lifestyle. So thank you for that, though. People are starting to notice now. I mean, my wife told me yesterday I got to get new sweatshirts because mine are all too big. But anytime I wear a hoodie, I want big and cozy. This hoodie is a perfect example of that. It's super thick. It's hard, man. The keto no carb lifestyle. Oh, I got my heat gun out and I didn't even do my heat gun trick. So, well, hopefully that holds out. I usually put the sticky tape on, and before I put everything down, I'll hit it with a heat gun and get it nice and gummy. But that sucker ain't moving right there. I don't even think Lauren can move that. I don't think Lauren can move that one. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't know if she's gonna be able to bump that one. So pop these shocks back on, and I'm going to soak it with some SC1. See where we're at on me going in there to help with dinner. Yeah, it is like a hug, dude. It's like wearing a sleeping bag. This one's from the a reunion race down at Time Zone, the Sven Memorial, the last one we had down there like 3 years ago. Big giant nitro on-road race in a really awesome backyard. But this year supposedly is the last final event. Yeah, the heat gun move. So yeah, like I said, I'll stick that tape to the ESC, and then just hit it with the heat gun and get it kind of really tacky, and press it all down. It cools down. Now I can't take credit for that tip. That's a Charlie tip. He uses a lighter, but I don't have a lighter, so I just use my heat gun. But it really, man, it really sticks it on there, especially for race vehicles. Well, I guess in crawlers too as well, because the way I drive all of my stuff, you need any extra you can get. I meant to go get that car today, and I freaking didn't go down to my storage unit. I got to take a load down there, Andre. So I want to see what we could do with that TC4, since I just have one sitting there in a bin, lonely. I'm gonna throw a hobby wing. I got an overpowered hobby wing system for it. This should be a tire shredder. What is this thing anyways? Hold on. Oh, 3300K. Alright, and then that's going to go in whatever we decide to come up with. It's going to be what I was honestly thinking on that Hoon truck thing that we were talking about is I like the my TF2 hard body, so I was going to do another one of these, but I was like, man, it'd be cool just to have it basically built as a cage. Well, not around the truck, but just the cage, having the arches, just solid tube, and basically just all see-through. I think that'd be awesome. And then the bed, you can maybe do some things. And I like that how they do I think the Datsun, where they have the Japanese kind of flag, like a sunburst, or I don't know what you call that thing, but I thought that'd be cool to make make it all out of metal, no body. Something like that would be freaking awesome, I think. I was going to do it out of an Element setup, but I forgot. I got Team Associated Love as well, so. And then that Hoon truck came out, so I like it. But yeah, all I'm doing right now is messing around. That's all I'm doing. Nothing planned. I'm just wrenching. Do you ever if you follow Harley Designs, he used to do back in the day. Other people might do it now too, but they used to do bench hangouts, where it'd get 6 buddies on YouTube, and they would all be working on something, and they would they would eat food and have their drinks and just kind of BS. And I thought those were always kind of neat. Like they did it, I think, on Friday nights, and it was called I want to say just a hangout, but I want to maybe start doing those. I think it'd be fun. Just pick something to work on and grab some food and a drink and shoot the crap. Maybe. I think Friday nights work. Heck, I don't know anymore. Now my Friday nights got busy again now because my youngest is going to a volleyball camp for the next 5 weeks. So there's girls in their sports, I tell you. But it is fun. It is another passion that we got going for us now. We got one tomorrow. Yeah, you're always wrenching, dude. You're trying to do work. I gotta squeeze it in between work and everything else. So take advantage when I can. Man, I wish I could put some factory team stuff on this car. But I can't. I like to follow the rules. Yeah, I'm gonna get up tomorrow and drive about an hour and a half to Yeah, it's hard on the short course, Pablo, because that's very hit or miss. But I mean, novice, sure. But I mean, you could find, you could find a cheap roller, a B6.1 or above, um, and make that work. I think it'd just be way more enjoyable than trying to get the short course going. You can take advantage of that loaner program too, as long as you want. And it's kind of late in the season, but usually guys will take, they'll pick a fresh kit up for outdoor. So there might be some hot deals coming up, and you can always throw a post up on that Die Hard thread too, or a Die Hard page, whatever you call it. And you never know, people have stuff laying around, dude. I would have an almost complete roller if I didn't build that sprint car. I still have that B6, and but you'd probably have to get a builder's kit for the front end, or just peel in the parts. But I got a pretty much complete rear end and chassis for it. But today we're talking dirt oval. We're talking some Hoon. We're gonna make us TC4 club racer. Hoon tire shredder, content grabber. It's gonna have some metal on it. Probably call it heavy metal. I don't know. We gotta name it though, I think. Andre will be doing all the work. I will provide inspiration and laughs. And oh, she's ready. I got to work on her body though, man. Man, she blew that body apart last time, and I've got it gorilla taped. That body is a hammer fest, but I'm gonna let her keep hammering on it. But I gotta remember to grab the stock body in case she has a complete blowout. But yeah, well, SC1 on here. If not just for the smell of it, because this stuff smells great. I should probably clean it a little bit better, but we're just going to hose it down with that. Hang it up. Just like that. She's shiny, but that'll dry. And nice little coat on there. Plus it just smells fabulous, so get that hung. I'm on the pegboard. I got my pegboard full. I got packed up a bunch of stuff I didn't use anymore, a bunch of vehicles, toted them up, got them in my storage unit, and ended up almost getting the same amount hung back up there of new stuff. So this is I got my race gear set up for dirt oval. So like I said earlier, it's super dirty there. So I got I don't take my Ojo bag. I got some hard cases, help keep the dirt off. I don't know what else to really work on here, boys. Pink wheel nuts, got the tires all sauced up. Sauced and bagged. It's another thing with dirt. Forget you gotta mess with tire sauce a lot. So luckily I still have a bunch. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Is I don't think it matters too much in dirt oval. So man, I got some sticky kicks here. That's gotta still be good. I mean, it's just, what do we got here? Purple? I go by smell. Yeah, that's the hot setup for tire sauces. Just if it smells good, I'm gonna use it. I need to figure out just time in general, Pablo. Orange must have been the hot ticket because I got a bunch of orange. I got tire sauce older than my kids in here, I think. But that's okay. I'm going to get rid of some. This has all got to be good. Secret Traction Voodoo. I don't need the big bottle anymore. Don't do a lot of traction compounds, not carpet racing, which is good. Just like that, got me almost a full bottle of probably expired sticky kicks. I do remember, I believe this purple one was my newest. I might actually resauce those tires and get them back up. Where's my... Yeah, so this was basically just a hangout session. I didn't talk about anything important. Dude, this is key too for dirt racing right here. This big, giant, fat paintbrush. Constantly freaking wiping stuff down. Dirt everywhere. Keep telling the kids that coming and setting the dirty cars on my clean pit spot. So we have a dirty section of the pit table and a clean section of the pit table. My notes, I got my RC Raceworx notes. That's separate notes. There's my brush. The other one, I got two. And I'm going to sauce these tires, and I'm going to go see what's going on inside. These huge 2-gallon, what you know about these 2-gallon Ziploc bags? For some reason my mom had a bunch and gave me some, so. These are J Concepts Sprinters in green compound. 2 race days on them. And they still have great, in fact, the SR10 ones still have that center flashing on there. Go with orange. We'll go with orange today. And we're just doing some pre-saucing. Oh, that smell of sticky kicks. And so I'll just get a little sauce action on there. I'm going to scrub it all in. A little J Concepts Kinwald edition, the dirt tire brush. Even though I don't drive for a J-Con anymore, I still use, you know, I'm free to use whatever I really want, but I still use their tires. I had all their accessories. There's a couple of things I'll probably sell. I don't really, the charger bag and stuff like that. I'm trying to find other uses for stuff, but I don't really want to promote, obviously, too much. But, I mean, there's nothing to, I'm not non-promoting them, if that makes any sense. You gotta pay to play. And they didn't want to work with me on something, and I moved on. So all good. So right now I'm just doing a little sauce, get some oil into that rubber, and I'm gonna rebag them. And they should be good to go for next weekend. I don't do any saucing at the track. I might do a really thin, just kind of a clean, after I get them cleaned up, I might throw just a thin layer on there to kind of spice them up a little bit. It was super cold last few times out, so I guess my thought was try to get them as soft as I can just in case they did get a little hard, but I had no traction issues whatsoever. Like I said, that my sprint car, I was fully pinned the whole time. Basically just trying to drive a smooth line. No, I do have liquid wrench. That's funny. No, I got out of dirt right about when the liquid wrench thing was happening, and people are smoking in their tires. And now Tacoma RC, they pretty much run smoothies, and they're running smoothie silver, so you can just kind of makes it easier, right? You just glue on and go, just kind of like carpet tires. But I don't like running slicks. I just don't like running dirt. It just the atmosphere for me changed a little bit down there, and I discovered carpet off-road after I wasn't frustrated, but I got back into on-road 12 scale, bought a brand new 12 scale, got it all going, raced it a couple times, and then the Saturday program in Seattle closed, and that was the only day of the week I could race. I can't race in the middle of the week on a Wednesday in Seattle, so I sold all that, got into carpet off-road, and haven't really looked back. But then I recently discovered dirt oval, and that's my jam now. I do got I got some liquid wrench. Oh, there you go. You're on YouTube. But man, I got so much sauce here that why not just use what I got? If it makes any huge difference on sauces, well, someday I did have some Frank's Pink Lemonade. That stuff was really good too. I use that just for all my prep, but it's almost gone, and if I can save another 25 bucks, I will. It seemed thin. I don't know, it's more of a drag race thing, I think, but oh, dude, I'm telling you, that dirt oval. I don't know if you know the story of me and dirt oval, but I got a couple buddies that do it, and they're trying to get me up there. Creekside Speedway. It's all over my Instagram. So last year we bought an SR10, and I'm just going to go try it out because they run a box stock SR10 class, and of course they have a rookie class. And I didn't make it up there last year. Then I have this car sitting there, and I just didn't know what I was going to do with it. I was going to maybe drag it, go bracket racing with it. And I don't know. I never really got into drag racing and the want to actually really go do it. After it turned into what it's turned into now. So this year we went up and decided to run it. I ran it in box stock. My daughter ran it in rookie. And I was changing bodies back and forth, and they made it so that the classes were far enough apart so I can, get the battery swapped out. I was swapping out wheels and tires because I had the colored racing dots. So I just, when we had such a great day up there, it's such a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. And I drove a few cars that day. I drove a 13.5 Sprint. I drove one of their slash I want to say it's slash late model or something like that. And I just fell in love with that sprint car. I must have ran 10 or 15 packs on that thing during practices and in between rounds. And then we stayed late, and I just kept running pack after pack. And didn't mess with setup. It wasn't even my car, obviously, and I fell in love with that 13.5 Sprint. And so my buddy Dick Reese, Sasquatch Paintworks over here on Instagram, he was like, "Hey, I got a chassis for you. It's an Elite RC, which is a local couple dudes, and they make drag cars. And they had a chassis going there for a while for Sprint, and it's AE conversion. So I built that Sprint car, and I didn't go nuts on it, but I wanted new stuff on there, and I did swap out my Hobby Wing gear out of my four-wheeler. What's up, Keenan? And I got a setup on there, and I showed up, and I brought my son with me. So my son had a loaner car. My daughter drove her pink SR10, and I threw that sprint car out there, and it was hooked up from the get-go. I didn't mess with that car all day. I chased gearing a little bit, but I was maxed out on my pinion and my gear mesh, so I felt like I wanted a little bit more gear. But I ended up qualifying like right into the A final, and I qualified 5th, and I finished 5th. So I had a great time, man. Just the atmosphere up there at Creekside. I got on my YouTube. If you go look at my videos, Bullet Speed. If you go look on my video list, there's a couple on there from Creekside, and one of them's got. I think they both got sprint cars as the clickbait there. But that's the place we run, and I tell you, those guys, I instantly felt welcomed and part of the deal. So I was going to try to work on some. What's up? Yeah, I'm enjoying my Saturday night, man. It's the calm before the storm. I got volleyball tomorrow. I got to get the kids and the family up and out. We got to leave here by 6:30 a.m. to get to where we need to be. So they don't like doing that stuff. I don't like making them do that stuff, but we're having a pretty chill night. I'm sneaking out into the garage. I was talking dirt oval because I was getting my car. I got my car cleaned up. I went through some setup. Wrote some stuff down because I don't remember what setup was on here, and so I want to know what I got on there. I think I got to tweak a tiny bit on it, but this car was hooked up last time, and I didn't mess with it. So this is the Elite RC kit, B6. It's basically meant for the B6 builder's kit that Associated has. It's got all front shocks on it. You use the front end. There's a couple spacers. The rear end, I went with the lay-back transmission, and I got the Custom Works adjustable toe rear arms, and I got the Elite RC chassis with the quick disconnect, so you don't have to really take the whole car apart or take the whole body off with a bunch of screws. But yeah, this sucker's nice, man. I have a good time. Where are you at? Are you local? I'm just curious how far from Creekside you are. But that's the Elite kit. With my old school hobby wing gear. I actually won this off of the Charlie show 4 or 5 years ago. He had a contest for celebrating his first year doing his YouTube. So I got that swapped over, and you know, I'm finding you don't really need the hottest, latest, greatest motor. This thing went good. I actually went with the MIP pucks because I had them, and I talked to Matt Olson, and he says, well, maybe they might work, and they did work. They held up great. I didn't wreck a lot, so that's good. I'm trying to get all my love on there. That oh yeah, you're up there. Oh, do you race over at are you in Tri-Cities? Anyways, you know Jason. I don't know where they race oval a lot over there. But yeah, this thing felt good, man. It was plug and play. Hey Leah, what's up? How was conditioning?
I didn't condition.
You guys practice today?
Yes.
Oh boy. I thought today was conditioning.
Oh.
That's a league violation. How was practice, Leah?
It was good.
How was your red shoelaces? Fire.
Is there Dr. Pepper for?
I just bought it because I sometimes I crave some zero sugar
Can I
Dr.
pour it
Pepper.
in a cup and not tell anybody?
Yes, it'll be our secret. Except for I am live on YouTube. Now the bottom, yeah, I was like, man, they need a chassis protector. but it's all jacked up and full of dirt. This is what I use on like, I got it on my crawlers too, but I use it for the windshields. Where you at, Pickle Finn? Yeah, it's just, I got off Amazon it's a lens wrap for like a vehicle lens. If you want, I can send you the link. I'm actually, earlier I was talking about getting the, awesome to have like a full-on mod sprint car and just rip it around those things. They race those quarter scales over here. My buddy Matt Atkinson, his stepkid's running them. There's a little track out in Graham, for Pierce County Fairgrounds. They have a little thing out there.
Dinner's ready.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have that red dirt over there in Florida. I think that'd make a really kick-ass track. I know J-Con's running, they have a dirt oval race this weekend somewhere, and I mean, Florida's Jason's backyard, so it's crazy to me how big dirt oval is, and not really, if you don't really follow it or look into it, you don't even know it's really there. But you start following the Chili Bowl and people like Matt Murphy, and it's out there. But these guys locally, yeah, okay, it is Indy. Look at Creekside Speedway. I'm telling you, they have a 2-day race in June. I think it's June like 23rd, 24th or something like that. It's a Friday and Saturday, and it's in conjunction with the Dirt Cup at Skagit Valley. So what they're going to do is they're going to do a 2-day race, and then that Saturday night, they're going to do a family section or a group section for anyone that wants to go from the RC race. So they're going to go watch the real sprints up there, and I'm hopefully that's going to work out. Yeah, that you're in J-Con territory down there. But yeah, I'm hoping Dirt Oval catches on. Man, we have a great turnout. It's yeah, I think I have a text string going with actually Tyler and Eric. Eric's the guy that basically has been trying to get me up there forever, so I think it's a redheaded thing. He felt left out. But yeah, Dick Reese, somebody posted it. I want to say it's June. I don't know. It's on my other phone. I feel scared shutting my phone off to look at my calendar. I want to say it's June 22nd and 23rd, something like that. It's Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so it's the same weekend as the Dirt Cup at Skagit. And what they're going to try to do is do a 2-dayer RC and then finish up early on Saturday, and everyone pack up and go up and watch the sprints. So I hope I can do that. I hope, my goal is maybe I'll just spend the night Friday up there at a hotel, get all packed up, and then shoot over to the dirt track with whatever family member wants to go, and check that out too. I want to get up to Evergreen as well, but that's paved. I really want to check out the dirt. I don't know if you follow Colin Branch on Facebook, but he's down in Florida right now, and I think it almost seems like he was going down for the SoFlo drags, but he's not really doing no prep anymore. So yeah, he's at some dirt oval race, and then over at Daytona they're doing some GT2 racing. So he's down there enjoying all that, and Colin Branch went full tilt on these sprint cars. So I got called in for dinner, and like I said, we got an early morning. I got to get some snacks prepped. It's 5:40. We're leaving in 13 hours. But yeah, whoever watched, thank you. Whoever watches after, thank you. I'm going to try to get, like I said, really consistent on these lives, and maybe do some hangouts with some buddies. So I think that'll be fun. And I guess if anybody ever has any questions, I'm working on my Instagram right now. Like I said, I'm going to do a link tree. And then with RC Raceworx, He's working on the team page right now, so basically that's going to be kind of like a hub for me where if I usually use Instagram. You can contact me anywhere, but I kind of want like one place that you can just click on and see what's up with me. So that's my goal. I use Popple as well, so I got these on a lot of stuff. Where are we at here? So that links up all my accounts, but the link tree I'm finding too, and I want to do an Amazon list of stuff I use off of Amazon that people have asked me about, and I just want to act like I'm more important than I really am. So the more chances I can do that, the better. But I have a good time talking and obviously doing RC, learning RC. The dirt oval is this has been a learning curve, and it's been glorious. I love every second of it. I learned a lot on this body, I can tell you that. I don't want to do that again, but I'm going to do it again. I got to get a more fit library on here. Coming. I got the look. And I'm going to go. Button this bad boy up. The most chintziest piece on this RC sprint car is this tail thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. I just want somebody to 3D print me one, and be good to go on that. Boom! Sprint action. Oh yeah, I've had that look for a long time. Look up Frankie. I'm all eyes on Frankie this year, man. New car. You got a pretty good mentor there in the Drake. I'm pretty excited for DNC for you this year, buddy. Yeah, the look. That look is permanent. That look doesn't change whatsoever. So that was a hangout session, boys. Oh, I got my dirty oval set up here. So where I can, I have it so I can plug my charger in here, and I can close the lid so the fan doesn't suck up a bunch of dirt. But where I pitted last time, it wasn't that bad. I love my OGO bag, stuff like that, but that's all you need for sprint car. You just need pinions. Extra tool bag. This is my setup stuff, my factory team tools. I've got my chassis, my, where are we at on Instagram? I can't, that fucking, there we go. There's some of my tools in there. Got my setup board stuff, levelers. Got my hobby wing, OTA. That's what you need for your hobby wings. Got some stickers. Got some bling. And I've had this case forever, and I decided to start using it, and it looks pretty good. So this all stuff sits on my table basically when I set up my pits. I'm gonna throw my earrings so I don't forget those. Yeah, I got a whole week to pack for this, but pretty close. Alright, I gotta go deal with eating some dinner, and probably explain to her why I bought a couple ribeyes randomly today. That's it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Like I said, hit me up with any questions, and yeah, I want to get these going. I want to do some hangouts. Thank you. Now I'll figure out how to turn this off. Boop. End video. Done. Share. Done. Cover. Let's see. All right, man. Thanks for watching, YouTube.